Here's another problem from the Larsen 8.9 worksheet, and this is number 8. So this is our function f of x equals 3 over 2x minus 1, and we want the center to be 2, so we want to end up with x minus 2 in the bottom. So first of all, I put my x's on the right. Remember, this is our form we're working for, a over 1 minus r, and this is going to be an x minus 2 because my center is c, so I want to add x minus 2 over here. So I just reverse these, that's no problem. And then I want to get a x minus 2, so I've got a 2 here. If I'm going to factor this out, I need to have a 4, because when I take a 2 out of a 4, I'll have a 2. So what we do is we subtract 4. You know, after a while you get an idea what you need to do. And I can see, if I just look over this, if I factor out a 2, I'm going to have x minus 2, and that's what I want for my center C. But I just can't subtract 4, I have to add 4, because I want to really basically just add 0 to the bottom so it doesn't change it. So I subtract 4 to work towards my center, and then add 4 to balance that out. And then I can add these. 4 minus 1 is 3. And then when I factor out a 2, there we have it, x minus 2. 2 times x minus 2, and that's all set up with a center of 2. Now, again, to get in this form, we need this to be a 1, so we have to divide that by 3. So I divide everything by 3. This by 3, and this by 3. And we can put 3 in the bottom. So now we have a pretty nice form. Now my a is going to be 1. 3 over 3 is 1. 3 over 3 is 1. And I've got minus, because it's always going to be the minus r. So if I make this positive a double negative, there's a negative there and a negative there. That ends up being a positive. And I've got 2/3 x minus r. So this is my, x minus 2. So this is my r. So r is negative 2/3 x minus 2, and a is 1. Now we want to check for our interval convergence, so we know that the absolute value of r will be less than 1, so the absolute value of this will just be 2/3 x minus 2, and the absolute value less than 1 will make this between 1 and negative 1. I can multiply everything by 3/2, and that's going to get rid of the 2/3. And then I can add 2. 3/2 plus 2 is 7/2, and negative 3/2 plus 2 or plus 4/2 is 1/2. So there's your interval convergence over here. So again, we've identified a is 1 and r is negative 2/3 x minus 2. So we know that the summation will be the way we can write this out. So f of x can be written out as the summation from n equals 0 to infinity of 1, that's my a, and then r to the n. And then we can simplify this a little bit. We can raise the negative 2/3 to the n and the x minus 2 to the n. And if we want, we can write it like negative 2 to the n and 3 to the n on the bottom, and then this. So there's lots of ways to write these, and they're all the same. So any of these solutions would be fine. But I think I gave you the answer, so if you're trying to match them up, you just may have to manipulate them a little bit to make them look like the form of the answers I gave you. Okay, so that's number 8. Again, think about these. They're not too hard. They're kind of fun after a while once you get the hang of it.